Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my guide for the third mission in the Dex and or Ron missions in GTA's new DLC, Santos Drug Wars. This mission is called a Fatal Incursion, and I figured it could probably warrant a guide. I'm pretty sure you know how to drive to Stab City, so we're going to be skipping over that part. When you arrive in Stab City, you can obviously also opt to use something like an armored Kuruma or any of the other armored cars, but because I like to make guides that are kind of for everyone, I'm gonna be on foot. As you saw just there, I just shot that barrel, and there's gonna kind of be the theme of this mission. You don't actually have to use any sort of explosives because basically next to every single vehicle that you need to blow up or any sort of item, you will have one of those barrels next to it. What I'm doing here is I'm kind of trying to use my sniper rifle to keep my distance and be able to kind of pick off those oil tankers and that sort of stuff. As you're doing this, as you can see, enemies will start spawning behind you, so keep an eye on your radar while you try to take down all these objectives. After you're done with dealing with those enemies that come behind you, you can then snipe the gas tanker in the back there for some more additional property damage. Then we can move on towards the middle, where there will be an enemy next to the trailer and also some other enemies to your right as you're shooting him. They should all be showing up on the radar, so it shouldn't be too much of a threat at all. They're not super tanky, or they're also not really super well accurate, it seems, so you're going to be totally fine. Shoot down the barrel next to the van here and then move on to the middle once more time. You can also spot the tanker at the left there, but we'll be taking that down a little bit later. I shot down an RPG down the middle there to not only take down a van, but also some additional enemies to cover behind here. And then obviously, you know, if you have them available, eat some snacks, get some armor. That's a quality of life update from the last DLC. Is still rather nice. Blow up this vehicle here with a sticky bomb or any sort of explosive, and you should be fine for some more additional property damage. Another bike over here too. You know, we're getting there. And eventually, after we're done with killing some additional enemies, we'll be making our way towards the middle for the final bit of this section. Right to our left here, we see the oil tanker. We shoot that down, and then to our left here, there should also be some bikes, but we're kind of going to leave that for now. We're going to go to the middle where we can shoot the barrel, which just should be taking down some of these crates. You can also shoot these crates too, because they will blow up, and they will also cause the property damage that we're looking for. More enemies are also behind me, so again, keep an eye on your radar to make sure you don't get flanked and absolutely surprised and completely destroyed by said enemies. Then right over here is some more bikes, and that should do us nicely with the final bit of the property damage. Then we can move on to the opposite side of the lake in Miller's Fishery, where we're going to be starting collecting some meth. When you arrive there, you probably want to start off by clearing the area as much as you can. Now, because I have a lot of faith in you, and I do think that you are more than capable of killing some enemies inside of a video game, we're going to be just skipping to the part where I show you where all the meth is located at. Do keep in mind though that the enemies will keep spawning as you're collecting this stuff, so keep an eye on your radar as you're collecting this. But without further ado, let's start collecting some premium quality meth. The first possible location is going to be next to this blue house. And when I say possible location is because yes, as per usual, some of the locations in this are going to be randomized, so keep that in mind when you're going around. The first location that I saw was this blue house here, and the next one is pretty consistent. I tend to see 2 packages in this location here, so go into the little hangar here and pick up these 2. From there, you want to get outside again and then go towards the White House here to our left. There you should be able to find some more packages too, and as you can tell in the footage, it's on this little table here too. Then we want to start making our way towards the back of the boat shop here, where you'll be able to enter inside, and there will be also 2 enemies waiting for you, so bring your assault shotgun if you have it, or just kill them with what you want. There will be 2 packages in here too. This location is pretty consistent, and from there you can head outside once more time and then start collecting the last 5. Once you make your way outside of the boat shop, there will be a location to your right where you can see a rack where there should be a few laying around, if that's the rotation for you. From there, you want to then move on to the dock area where there will be 1 or 2 waiting for you as well. Moving on back to where we came from, there should should potentially also be another one to your right as soon as you exit the dock area, so keep that one in mind too. And from there we can move on to one of the two final locations, which is either going to be the boat on this side of the building, or it's going to be on the other side of the building. You can very easily spot it. It's always going to be in a bright red boat. It should be totally fine to see. And then after that, it is just time to completely yeet your dodo into the storm drain, and that's the end of the mission. But with that said, that's pretty much all there is to it. Hope you found the video useful. If you did, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe for more, and if you really like what you see on the channel, consider becoming a member, like Chloe, KFC Chicken, Not Fatigue, Maddie, and GTA Plus. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all later.